5 things you need to know if you have just got a Cricut. If you just got a Cricut, maybe for Christmas or in the sales, and you're equal parts excited but also slightly overwhelmed, this is the video for you. I'm Sarah. I've been using my Cricut for over 8 years now, and these are 5 things I wish someone had told me in the beginning when I first unboxed my machine, so that you can skip the frustration. And so if you haven't already, unbox that machine, plug it in, and download the Cricut Design Space software onto a laptop, or get the Design Space app if you want to use your phone or tablet to create. Create an account and open it up. Then it should take you through a series of steps to connect your new machine to the software. And it will also prompt you to do a test project, so definitely try that first if you haven't already. The first thing you need to know is that Cricut has a learning curve. You can't just plug it in and instantly know what you're doing, but that does not mean you're bad at it, and it does not mean you should avoid it. What I instead recommend doing is choosing one simple project to start with. Look for inspiration on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Pinterest, and pick something that you would like to make. I would recommend single colour decals or iron-on vinyl projects as a good place to start. Then learn how to make that one thing from start to finish before moving on to your next project. When you do it like this, you will learn what each function is, how to size things, and how to choose designs depending on the project you want to make. Although if you are really struggling with where to start, then I do have a members only hub on my website called Cutting Machine Confident that is designed especially for Cricut beginners, and that has a ton of really short tutorials that will show you where to begin, as well as some cheat sheets, free design files, and links for where to find the best suppliers. Whatever you do, just try and master the basics before trying really in-depth and complicated projects, just because you're probably going to overwhelm yourself if you try projects with too many steps at the beginning. I would personally not recommend Cricut branded materials other than maybe a few of their specialty ones. For adhesive vinyl, iron-on vinyl, sticker paper, and card, I buy all of that elsewhere and from different brands. I just find that Cricut materials are 1, expensive, and 2, not the easiest to work with. So I tend to get most of my adhesive vinyl and HTV from Oracle, Tech Wrap, Caesar, and Ritorama, and you can get these from various craft sellers online. Again, as I mentioned, I do have a list of some of the best suppliers in Cutting Machine Confident, and that includes lists for the UK, US, Canada, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and a few for Germany too. Then in terms of tools, Cricut tools are actually fine, and if they come included with your machine, then that's great, but if you need to buy some, then these non-branded versions work exactly the same and are usually much cheaper. It depends what you are going to be making, but my must-haves include a good weeding tool, some good quality scissors, and a squeegee. These kits are pretty good as they include all of the things you will need, plus a few extras. Cricut will really try to sell you Cricut Access, and when you first get your machine, you will usually be able to sign up for a free trial for a month, which is definitely worth trying as it does include free project files and fonts. However, once that month is up, you do not have to pay for it. I personally don't. I just upload designs and use other fonts that are already on my computer instead, and that just means I can use exactly what I want. I tend to get most of mine from Creative Fabrica, which you can usually get for about $47 per year. But you can also find tons of free files and fonts, so you don't have to spend anything if you don't want to. Just be aware that if you want to start a business using your machine, then you will need to look for fonts and designs that come with a commercial license. If I had to just pick one thing I wish someone had told me when I first started, it would be to test cut when you're trying out a new material. I wasted so much vinyl in the beginning from not test cutting, especially specialty vinyl like rose gold or thick card, as it often requires a different setting with more pressure. So to do this, add a small shape to your canvas, choose the cut setting to try, and cut that out of the corner of your material until it pulls away perfectly, then cut your whole design after that. Also make a note of that setting somewhere so that you don't have to test cut every time. Once you start experimenting, watching tutorials and looking for inspiration, hopefully you'll realize that your machine can be your best friend. There is so much it can do, no matter which version of the machine you have. I did a series of short videos recently with tons of ideas for different things you can make that aren't just vinyl decal tumblers and iron-on vinyl t-shirts. So take a look at those here on my profile if you need some ideas. And if you need some more inspo, think about which holidays or celebrations are coming up, then go to Pinterest and look for ideas, or search TikTok or Instagram. Or you can also look for Cricut blanks on Amazon or in your favorite craft store and use those as inspiration for what to decorate next. I am still only just learning new things to make with my machine, even after all this time. That is the beauty of crafting and Cricuts. So hopefully you found this video helpful and it has made you feel a bit better about your new machine if you were feeling overwhelmed. Let me know in the comments what the first thing you want to make with your machine will be. And please like and subscribe to my channel for way more Cricut tips and tutorials. And until next time, happy crafting.